What's going on, everybody? ¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Well, let's talk about Vivo. Now, this is a fun little story about a kinkajou named Vivo, who, along with his owner Andres, play music in front of the plazas of Habana, Cuba. Now, after receiving a letter from the famous singer Marta Sandoval inviting him to go to her final performance in Florida, or more specifically in Miami, shortly after, tragedy strikes and Vivo finds himself having to go deliver the message that his owner could not deliver himself. Now, I was surprised by this movie. Now, not only because it was good and I actually loved it, but because I didn't know it was coming out today. I mean, I found it by accident because I was working out, and when I was looking through my Pandora app, a trailer came out for it. The best way that I can describe this film is that it's a combination between Coco, In the Heights, Up, and Soul. Now, when you watch the movie, you're going to see elements from each of those movies. However, this movie stands on its own. The animation here it's just beautiful. The colors are just bringing to life all of that music. The best word I can use to describe this is it's just vibrant. You know, they did a great job because it does what a movie is supposed to do. It's supposed to take you back. I made a connection with this movie quick because it took me back to when I used to live in Puerto Rico, because, you know, Cuba, Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, they're so similar with the beaches and the structures because of the history that each of those islands have. It just took me back, and it had me hooked right off the bat. Now, Vivo is played by Lin-Manuel Miranda, from what we know from Hamilton and In the Heights, so you know that if he writes the music for a film, it's going to be good, and he doesn't disappoint in here. Now, I was surprised at the good job that they did with the relationship between Vivo and Andres. You know, the little bit of screen time that they had together, I felt that. You know, and there were a lot of moments with Andres and within the storyline where I teared up. But then again, I always cry at the end of Return of the Jedi. But that's another movie anyway. Now, Marta Sandoval is played by Gloria Estefan. I was surprised by that again. I had no idea. She does great in the movie. Now, Marta Sandoval is obviously paying homage to Celia Cruz, the famous, you know, Cuban salsa singer. With the outfits and the character design, it's just totally Celia Cruz. And I'm thinking that's just them paying their respects to that great singer. Who doesn't love Celia? And you've got the mom played by Zoe Saldana. You also had Michael Rooker playing Lutador, one of the villains in the movie, which he did a great job. It was a small role, but, you know, he does what Michael Rooker does. He's a good bad guy. What more do you want? Now, for most of the movie, Vivo's going on this adventure with Gabby, which is Andres' great niece. The chemistry between Vivo and Gabby is very good. I think little girls are going to really like that character because she doesn't really fit into any box. She's not your regular Disney girl. You know, she's a little bit chubby. She's got the purple hair. You know, she's Hispanic. So I think a lot of little girls and just kids in general are going to gravitate towards that character because she does not fit inside your typical box. Now, having said that, I did say before that the music in this movie was very good, but there's one song. It was just a little bit too much for me. It was like very overstimulating. It was too much for me. Now, it's just a little nitpick. It's not going to ruin the movie for anybody. But for me, that song was like, it was a little bit too much. But other than that, the Gabby's character, it's very good. She progresses. She starts off a little bit annoying, but then she actually goes through some growth in the movie. And towards the end, it's just a great character. Now, I've been seeing a trend online where if a movie is not a Pixar movie, then it's not great. Okay? This is not a Pixar movie. This is a Sony movie, and it's distributed by Netflix. You can only see it right now on Netflix. But you know what? It doesn't have to be a Pixar movie to be good. This movie is very good. I don't see why people, if it's not a Pixar movie, they say, oh, it's bland, it's repetitive, it's doing this. Newsflash, guys. There are good animated movies that do not come from Pixar. Now, I know I'm biased because this movie does have Caribbean themes in it, and I'm from Puerto Rico. However, you don't have to be a Latino to enjoy this film. It's fun. It's a beat. We definitely need that during these days. Now, I know there's a lot of movies out there that they have great animation, and I know they try to cover up a lot of imperfections that the movie might have, but this movie has what most movies don't, especially animated movies. It has heart, and that's enough for me. So for this movie, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 daggers, which means I'm going to highly recommend you watch this movie. Give it a shot. I can almost guarantee you're not going to regret it, because I am glad I ran into this movie today. So Vivo, it's on Netflix. Did you see it? Are you going to see it? And if you did see it, what did you think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Please let me know in the comments. If you got to the end of the video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, because I'll be coming up with some more movie reviews, unboxings, video blogs, and more. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Se me cuidan.